Have you ever felt like your life is missing a solid foundation? Like when the storms of life hit stress, disappointment, loss, everything feels shaky? What if there was a blueprint for an unshakable life, given to us thousands of years ago? Welcome back to Divine Wisdom Network. Today we're diving deep into one of the most powerful trios in the entire Bible: faith, hope, and love. You might have heard of them, especially from 1 Corinthians 13. But what do they really mean? And why does Paul say that while all three are essential, the greatest of these is love? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand how these three pillars can transform your daily life and your relationship with God. Let's break down each one, starting with the one that gets us in the door: faith. The book of Hebrews gives us the famous definition. Faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Hebrews 11:1. This isn't a blind leap in the dark. It's a confident trust in the character of God. It's believing His promises for salvation, for provision, for guidance, even when you can't see the outcome. Faith is the engine that starts the Christian journey. Now, where does that faith lead us? It leads us to our second pillar, hope. A lot of us use the word hope like, "I hope it doesn't rain today." But biblical hope is different. It's not a wish. It's a confident expectation. Hebrews 6:19 calls it an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. Our hope is anchored in the finished work of Jesus Christ, His resurrection, His promise of eternal life, and His eventual return. While faith trusts God for today, hope confidently expects what God has promised for tomorrow. And this brings us to the third, and according to the Bible, the greatest pillar: love. The Greek word used here is agape, gamma y pi eta. This isn't a romantic feeling or a familial bond. Agape is a selfless, sacrificial, unconditional love. It's a love of the will, not just emotion. The Bible doesn't just say God has love or shows love. It says God is love, 1 John 4-8. It's His very nature. And the ultimate example? This is how we know what love is. Jesus Christ laid down His life for us. 1 John 3:16. 1 Corinthians 13, the famous love chapter, spells out what this love looks like in action. Patient, kind, not envious, not boastful, not proud, not self-seeking. It's a checklist for how we are to treat others. So why is love the greatest? Paul tells us in 1 Corinthians 13:13, and now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Think about it this way. Faith will one day become sight when we see God face to face. Hope will be fulfilled when what we hoped for is finally ours. But love? Love is eternal. It is the very currency of heaven. It is the essence of God's character. Love is the goal, the motivation, and the power behind everything. Our faith is expressed through love. Our hope is secured by God's love. So here's the takeaway. Faith connects us to God. Hope secures our future. And love is the proof of it all in our daily lives. They are the unbreakable foundation we all need. I want to leave you with a challenge this week. Practice agape. Pick one relationship with a spouse, a child, a difficult coworker, and consciously choose to act with patience, kindness, and selflessness, just as 1 Corinthians 13 describes. See what God does. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs to hear about this unshakable foundation. It really helps the channel grow. Now I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Which of these three, faith, hope, or love, do you find most challenging to live out in your daily life, and why? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video as we continue to explore how to live out our faith in practical ways. Thanks for watching, and remember, you are deeply loved, called to live by faith, and secured by a living hope. See you in the next one.